Hey everyone, we're Donna and Casey, and we've been together for a long time. We haven't been everywhere, but it is on our list.
So, we bought a 2019 ProMaster cargo van. I outfitted it to a camper van, and with our dog Frankie, we hit the road. Thanks for joining us on our adventure.
Which state is it has a roadrunner for its state bird?
New Mexico! Tonight we're staying just outside and above Las Cruces, New Mexico. That sculpture of the Roadrunner is here at this rest area. It's a really nice rest area with a great view of the city and beautiful mountains in the background. I can't wait to see that city at night and see what it looks like all lit up. Well, this is a nice view from the rest area above Las Cruces, New Mexico. I thought it would be. It's a pretty city at night. Good place to park up for the evening. I love the New Mexico state flag. It's a Zia Pueblo design. It features a red circle with 4 rays projecting out in 4 different directions. And the 4 rays represent the 4 stages of life, the 4 seasons, the 4 directions, and the 4 parts of the day. On our way to White Sands National Park, we stopped at the Farm and Ranch Museum. We'll be hitting some museums while we're here in New Mexico. We're here at the Farm and Ranch Museum in Las Cruces, New Mexico. They have a fascinating display of all this Billy the Kid information and all the information about the Lincoln County War. It just goes on and on. Lots of really cool stuff. Highly recommend it. If you're coming through New Mexico, go to the Farm and Ranch Museum in Las Cruces. Of course, there's more to the museum than just Lincoln County Wars and Billy the Kid, but I've always been a big fan of Young Guns and Young Guns 2, the movies. And when I read the history here, I was surprised at how historically accurate the movies were.
Enough about Billy the Kid. I want to see White Sands National Park.
Well, it's our first day here at White Sands National Park. We got here kind of late in the afternoon. It's after 3 o'clock already. So we're just going to drive through today. We're going to come back out tomorrow and do some hiking. The roads are all this packed gypsum sand, and the walkways are sand as well. But we just had to get out of the van and get our feet in the sand today, even though we're just mainly driving through today.
We're still driving in White Sands, which is now very white, and everything is sandy. These are gypsum sand dunes, and there's only a handful of them in the world, but this is the largest one, and astronauts can clearly see this white sands from outer space.
Frankie's just glad to get out of the van. He doesn't seem to mind the sand at all. He's a happy dog.
And there's Fluffy playing hide and seek in the white sand. We've been in snow for so long, and now it's still white.
85 degrees out here, but of course it's dry heat, and there's a breeze blowing. And the sand reflects on the heat. It doesn't absorb any of the heat, so it feels nice and cool on your feet. Dispersed camping in the desert. You can't beat it. Look at this great campsite we've got. Look at those two. They look like they're enjoying it. It's about 84 degrees, but zero humidity. There's a nice cool breeze blowing. It feels great out here. Got this great site right at the base of these mountains. Some other dispersed campers out here enjoying the spot with us. Got our own little rock garden. Somebody created some art over here for us to enjoy. Pattern of stars made from rocks. How nice. Yeah, great place. Now over there, I don't know if you can see those campers over there. That's a state park. You have to pay to stay there. But here, it's free. Love those mountains. We did pay a visit to the state park. There was a young lady there with 2 raptors and a turkey vulture, and she was giving us a class about them. Raptors have the 3 S's: sharp beak, sharp talons, and sharp eyesight. All 3 of her birds had suffered injuries. The owl and the hawk both had lost an eye, and the turkey vulture injured its wing and couldn't fly, so they weren't able to be released back into the wild. On the raptors were a red-tailed hawk and a great horned owl. So we parked back there. This is a 2-mile loop hike through the backcountry, where you can hike back here and tent camp. But it looks like a fun 2-mile loop hike through the dunes. And they have markers set up so we can find our way. How do you think we would fare, Donna, if they didn't have those markers set up?
We'd be out here for days probably. Well, I don't know. We've got the big mountains over there. We know to head away from them, so
Yeah.
we might be able to find our way. It's much easier getting down than it is getting up these days. Luckily, we climbed up the sand dune, and when the sun sets, we'll slide down the sand dune to the van.
It's like we're twin flames in a different life.